I want to get in some thoughts on central bank digital currencies. You talk a lot about it in the book, the coming of CBDCs. Um, how far away are we from that reality, and your thoughts on central bank digital currencies?
I don't know, 1, 2 years, something like that. I actually hope they're a little bit late so that the crisis comes before then, because this would be the method for them to get everybody into it, and then you're trapped. Once we're all using central bank digital currencies, right now, they inflate the currency supply and they transfer wealth. But if they scare people too much, you can go into other assets. Well, once they've got central bank digital currency, if they don't want you to buy gold, they just won't allow you. The currency won't buy it. The currency is programmable. They can control almost every aspect of your life once we get on any programmable currency, where they can, if they don't like you, they can make it so that you can't spend any currency within a 5 mile radius, outside of a 5 mile radius of your home. If they don't want you to travel, you won't be able to buy airline tickets or take an Uber or pay for a hotel room. And once they get you into this, now I should have prepared and had this little bill, but in Taiwan, they came out with a note that was a temporary note to stimulate the economy. They printed a whole bunch of currency that had an expiration date on it. And so, as it starts reaching its expiration date, nobody wants to hold it. Velocity picks up, but the value of its purchasing power diminishes. And they can do, if they think they need to stimulate the economy, what they can do is punish you by charging you 10% on your savings. And if you notice your savings vanishing at this amazing rate, you're going to spend it before it vanishes. So they can cause, this is the one area that the Federal Reserve and the currency creators, they don't have direct control over it. That's the emotion of the public is what controls velocity, whether or not you feel good enough to go out and spend. So if they want you to go out and spend, they'll just punish you if you don't.
Let's bring this up. I want to wrap with this, with the few minutes we have left, Mike. I started by saying your first book came out in '08. Now you're out with this book, 2023. Obviously, a labor of love, and you've obviously accumulated a lot of knowledge along the way. Just, is there one thing that stuck out for you that you learned in your journey here that you can share with us?
Wow. Well, the main thing that stuck out more than first, Ben Bernanke did not let the markets clear in 2008. If they had let things just find a bottom without papering over it, we wouldn't be in the trouble that we're in right now. And people have no idea how big the trouble is. When you get the book, actually, parts 3 and 4. Chapters 3 and 4 are available for free online right now. You can download them at ggsr21.com. I urge everybody to read chapter 3 first. It's easy, and it's the way the rest of the book is written. Chapter 4 is one of the most important to understand, and I needed it online so that I could refine it and update it. But if you can understand how currency is created, how you have been monetized, that every dollar in existence is an IOU, YOU. I owe you your future work hours that you're going to use to pay taxes on the principal and interest on the bonds that the Federal Reserve bought by conjuring currency into existence. If you can understand all of that, so Ben Bernanke papered over this thing, and then what happened in 2020, 2021, 2022, just this bizarre world that we live in today, where democracy is the whole, our lives are threatened by a bunch of people that think they know more about how we should live our own lives than we do. And the censorship that we've seen, the shifts in power, and how they badgered all of us, bullied all of us into shutting down the economy. those are the things that really stuck out. It's 2008, not letting the markets clear. If the crash had continued and we got to where the stock market was undervalued, real estate was undervalued. The stock market wasn't. It went down to fair value, but then they papered over everything by creating, I mean, they've added 50% to the currency supply. The chapter on the $7 trillion theft is something that people need to read to understand the wealth transfer. And if you can hold that in your mind while you're reading the chapter on the chapter on reverse Robin Hoods, how the wealth that they've stolen has gone to a certain sector. And you can see, I show the different wealth percentiles. I show how much they have in deposits in their checking accounts. And it is mind-boggling how much wealth transfer has happened since 2008. And it's all the fault. If we didn't have the central banks, it would be an entirely different world today. The big buildings in all of the downtown areas would have different names on them. It wouldn't be bank names. The financial sector wouldn't be such a large percentage of the economy, and banking would be doing its fundamental job where it is an actual service of the economy, where it facilitates transactions and helps everybody to grow our prosperity. It would be honest banking if we had honest money instead of dishonest currency.
Mike Maloney, on that note, I will wrap it here. And I kept thinking, these are conversations that should be happening in schools, right?
Yes,
but
absolutely. For our children to start learning about how economic. It would be great by the time somebody leaves high school if they understood how the economy works a little bit, so that they can see, because the average person really does get sort of scammed and conned by the system. It's the way the system is laid out. It's not that any particular banker is evil. It's that the whole monetary system is this evil machine, and they're just a cog in this machine. They don't realize that they're part of this evil
People
thing.
realize it too late. I mean, I met a super fan a few weeks ago, in his early 50s, and he was saying how, shows like mine and others, well, he was talking about mine, so I'll promote that one, but he was saying how it really changed his life and how he views money, because he wasn't taught it by his parents. He wasn't taught it in school. He knew nothing. He didn't know what to do with his wealth. So thank you,
Right.
Mike, for helping to educate the folks out there with this great book. I urge everyone to get it, The Great Gold and Silver Rush of the 21st Century. Hey, it was over 2 years in the making, but well worth it. So thank you, Mike, for coming on the show.
So just go to ggsr21.com, and everything is there for free.
All right. Well, I wish you the best of luck and success with the book, Mike. Come back soon, okay? Let's not wait 3 years. And thank you all for watching. We'll have more great content coming your way. Be sure to stay tuned to the Daniela Cambone Show and sign up at danielacambone.com to stay on top of it all. That's it for me. Thanks for watching.
Opinions expressed on this program are solely those of the contributor and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of Stansberry Research, its parent company, or affiliates.